How's it going, guys? Legal here with a brand new guide. This time I'll be showing you guys how to locate, tame and register a horse. Before I start the guide, I want to thank you guys for subscribing to my channel and showing me this amazing support. Within 3 days on YouTube, we have now managed to hit 100 subscribers, which is an absolutely insane achievement for me, so thank you guys so much for the amazing support. Now, without further ado, let's get the guide underway. First of all, you'll be needing a few things. Start off by going to Untitled Inn and speak to an NPC called Constant. Here you want to buy raw sugar and mineral water. I suggest buying around 50 of each. This is entirely up to you though. It all depends on how many tries you think you might need on taming your horse. What you want to do with these materials is that you want to hit the L button and press process. And then you want to heat the raw sugar and the mineral water. This will give you raw lumps of sugar. Once you've got all of that, you want to head on to the stable keeper in Heidel. Here you want to buy capturing ropes. I suggest bringing at least 30, as taming a horse can be quite tricky. Now you got your raw lumps of sugar, you got your capturing ropes, you are now ready to ride out into the world and capture that horse. Now, I've done hours of research on different horses with their looks, etc. to see if there was any difference to them in terms of tiers, levels and genders. Before uploading this video, I've done 4 hours of horse taming with a friend just to get my facts straight, and there are indeed a huge difference in tiers when taming the different horses. For example, the brown/reddish horses with normal hair lengths and tail shapes seem to be female tier 1 to 2 horses. The grey ones, with their normal hair length and normal tail shapes, often seem to be tier 1 male horses. But the red/brownish horses who got braids in their hair and tails are tier 3 horses, which is the highest tier of horses that can be tamed in the game currently. Now, I'm not 100% sure that every one of these braid-tailed horses are all tier 3 horses, but after having caught 4 braid-tailed horses in a row that were all tier 3, I can't see why it would be any different for you guys. Now, there are several spots in the game where you can tame horses, but there's one spot in particular that I would recommend, and that is southwest of the Southern Guard camp. This is where I caught 4 braid-tailed brown horses who were all tier 3. 3 of them were females and 1 of them were a male. Now, I know this is not the most optimal picture, guys. This is the best one that I could find. And of course, the purple zones are of course where the horses are. And if you look right in the middle of the screen there, you'll see Heidel and stuff. If you go straight south from that, that is the Southern Guard camp. That is where I would personally recommend you guys to go down, because as I said, that is where I had the best luck getting my tier 3 horses. Now let's move on to the actual taming of the horse. First, you want to aim at the horse to make the right cursor appear. Then you want to open your inventory and right click on your capturing rope. If the horse resists, it will put its front legs in the air, and then you have to press space to keep the bar in the red zone until the horse's legs are back down on the ground. And then you can start hitting the space button like it owes you money. Once you've completed the first stage, you want to slowly move towards the horse by pressing W. If the horse's front legs goes back up in the air, do the same as before and keep the bar in the red zone until the horse has all of its forelegs on the ground. Once you've gotten close enough to the horse, hit F5 and feed the horse with the lumps of sugar that you made earlier. When taming a tier 3 horse, I usually give them around 15 lumps of sugar. Usually 15 lumps works, sometimes they need more, sometimes they need less. Once you think you've given the horse enough sugar, simply press R on it. If you mount the horse, you've successfully tamed it. If not, the horse will knock you back and you'll have to start from scratch. Keep in mind that if you fail to mount the horse, the amount of sugar that you gave the horse will reset, so to speak, and you'll have to feed it all over again. Now that you've successfully mounted the horse, simply take it back to any stable keeper and press register wild horse. Name the horse and you're good to go. Now guys, thank you so much for watching. It has been a pleasure making this video for you guys. It was super fun to tame the horses, and I can highly recommend doing it with friends. It was massively entertaining. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. As I said in the beginning of the video, we hit 100 subscribers. It is freaking insane. I can't even describe it, guys. That's how crazy it is to me. I've only been doing this for like 3 days now, and 100 subscribers already. It's just so surreal to me. So I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me and for watching my videos and commenting and all that stuff. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one.